Good afternoon. Today is 12th April 2023 and second Bazaar Pe Charcha of this month. You all are aware that markets is doing green from the last 2 weeks, actually almost, and recovered almost 800-900 points in last few trading sessions, or to be precise, 8 trading sessions. So let's discuss further about overall market, index, stocks, your queries. But before, disclaimer is that whatever we are going to discuss in this webinar should not be considered as a buy or sell recommendation, and all information should be considered for intended for educational purpose only. And we are team of analysts, not having any direct exposure in any particular stocks that we are going to discuss here. So first, this current market direction as per O'Neill methodology of market direction. You all must be aware about this. We follow a unique approach of market direction methodology, and we, as per O'Neill methodology, we categorize or divided overall market in 4 parts. That is rally attempt, under pressure, and correction. Okay, and if you see here, so if I talk about Nifty 50, so technically, as per O'Neill methodology, we are still in rally attempt, because we are waiting for follow-through day to move this market from rally attempt to rally. But Sensex has already given this rally, because it has gained more than 1.7% in one day. And other Reality is already in rally. Banking, this is Bank Nifty in rally. Pharma is in rally. Pharma has given good sock in last few trading sessions, and even today also Pharma was the biggest gainer, and likewise. So I can say overall picture is not looking that much bad at current juncture. And if you see the last couple of week return, so because of this last few days rally, 7-8 trading sessions rally, almost all sectoral indices except IT has given positive return. And out of that, this Pharma and Realty has gained the show, obviously. But Bank Nifty and Nifty Banking Financial sector has also given very good show in last couple of weeks. But Realty and Pharma and Realty was the biggest gainer in this last 2 weeks, right? Okay. But IT is still here. Return is negative, so IT is still sideways. Maybe today there is a TCS earning going to be published in few minutes only, and then Infosys tomorrow. So tomorrow, Friday's market is closed on Friday, so maybe this TCS effect will be there in tomorrow's trading session. But maybe Infosys and everything, and one major bank is also going to publish its number in this week, on weekend, I think. So maybe that would be more impactful in next week, actually. Now let's move on chart to discuss. So this is the Nifty daily chart. So on Nifty daily chart, one thing is here that it has given trend line breakout. If I draw a trend line for you here, there is a trend line here. So it has given a trend line breakout. Here there was a base formation here. Here there was a base formation, and after base formation there was a gap up opening. Here there was a gap up opening, and after on that day only it was very clear that that the market now maybe give rally, and we are expecting that first target was this 17,400, 500, and then 17,800 to 900. Now here Nifty has already crossed 17,800, and today's closing is about 17,800. So what next from here? That is the biggest question in today's Bazaar Pe Charcha. So one thing is very clear that this level of 200-day level of recent high, or where the index was facing resistance, and 100-day moving average on daily chart. So here somewhere that is data is flashed around 17,800 850, 900. So one thing, there are two things actually. So if I take a resistance, this retracement level of this entire fall means from that high of all-time high of December here from to this low. So 50% retracement is placed around this 17,850 to 900 range. Then 100 DMA is placed around that range. So after considering at least these two variables, and another thing is that there is a last almost 8 days rally already happened in market in last 8 trading sessions. So after considering all these factors, one thing I can say that market may take pause here around 17,850 to 900 range. I'm not saying it will take resistance. I'm saying that it may take some pause here. After taking pause, it may once again resume upside rally. And in that case, it may be ready to move toward 18,200, 18,300 levels in coming a couple of weeks. But yes, possibilities are there that it may take pause in this trend. So let's see how it is going to behave. But overall, on market undertone is positive. I'm not denying for that. It has already given this trend line breakout. And another thing is from the last almost 4 months, it is trending. It was trending in this gray area, downward sloping parallel channel. If you see here, I have drawn this here. So it was trending in this with lower top, lower bottom formation. But first time it has structure has changed. So positivity is there given trend line breakout. Another thing is this RSI here. If you see, check here. Let me make it full screen here. This black color line on RSI. So from the last almost from December onward, actually second week of December onward, it was RSI was consistently trending below this black color line, this black color horizontal line. But first time after 4 months, it has given very good breakout on RSI also. MACD is also accelerating its positive momentum. So after considering all these factors, I can say that market undertone is positive, but it may take pause for a few days actually. I'm not denying for that. But overall sentiment looks positive. Suppose it will take pause and after some consolidation, suppose it will resume once again upside rally, then one can expect at least 18,200 or 18,300 kind of levels in coming day. And if it will not cross that level, 18,900, 17,900 level, that is, I'm saying, recent resistance. So maybe it may remain traded 200-300 points here and there, but trend is positive. And as such, for time being, I'm not expecting any very good any negativity or positivity as such. Overall sentiment is positive, but I'm not expecting any bigger negativity actually. Sentiment is positive. Let's see how market is going to behave. So just keep watching 17,900 levels and followed by the 18,200, 18,300 levels. Okay. Another thing is this. Another index is this Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty is also showing good show from the few trading sessions. And today's closing was flashed around this 41,400 kind of level. So there is still a resistance. This gray color line, that is 100 green color. This is moving average, which is 100 day moving average. Another thing is this area. If you see here, I have drawn let me draw actually trend line, so that would be more clear actually. So annotation. Yes. So this area, I would like to say this area. If you see here, support was taken by market. If I extend further from here, so this in past also there was a good resistance, then there was a fall, then there was a consolidation and breakout. And after breakout, there was a bullish trend. But once again here also it has taken support. But once again when it has breached here, afterward whole market sentiment of this Bank Nifty has changed. So that is why I am saying if I do, I'm taking roughly, if I calculate, even though I have not calculated, but after my so many years of experience, I can say if I calculate this whole area of anchor point from here to here. So one thing is very clear that this whole data is anchor point. Anchor point is a place where this particular index or a stock has traded for maximum number of days. So this will be the anchor point. And that is why I am expecting it may remain, it may take some resistance in that area also. And that area is placed around roughly 41,800, 41,700 or 41,900, I can say. So 200 point range leverage I am taking, leverage for 200 points. So roughly I would like to say 41,700 to 41,900 kind of, or maybe 42,000 kind of range. It may take resistance in this Bank Nifty also, because there is a logic, technical logic behind this. So that is the critical level to watch. And suppose that it will cross that level and start holding above that level, so obviously it will turn bullish, no doubt at all. But suppose it will may take pause in coming days, then maybe it will remain traded in sideways. So just keep watching this level in Bank Nifty also. Otherwise, market undertone is positive for this sectoral index. And another thing, one more thing that I would like to share with you, that there are a lot of expectations, not from our side only, from overall market space, with this financial space and banking space, that it may be outperforming in current year and next year, and we are also strongly expecting that this is one of the sector, that is banking and financial, which may remain outperformer. So, but I'm taking this. I'm commenting this from next couple of weeks perspective, that it may take some resistance in this range, actually 41,700. After closing above, I can say that maybe sentiment will change more bullish from here. Okay, so this was Bank Nifty. Now, apart from this Bank Nifty, one more sector that I would like to discuss, Pharma. So Pharma, last time when we have conducted this Bazaar pe Charcha, so at that time, I think my colleague Lisa was, or me, I think we have commented that from here we are not expecting more downside, at least positive, possibility of going upside is quite high, or bounce back is quite high compared to downside, actually. And if you see here from that level, actually, at that time it was trending here, and afterward in last week, result is in front of you. There was a good move happened. Even today also it has gained almost 2%. If I draw a trend line, so it has given trend line breakout also here, this trend line roughly here, and participants of this index, actually, like Dr. Reddy and this Divi's Lab today gained almost 8-9%. Dr. Reddy, Oro Pharma, Laurus Lab today has given very good breakout from the downside. We are planning to add, but the stop loss was not falling in criteria. That is why we have not added. So all these stocks are really doing good. So maybe I'm not saying that it may not take pause, because this black color line here, that is 200 DMA here, this particular range, 200 DMA, and that 200 DMA, if you see this slope of 200 DMA, so it is falling slope, downward slope. So it may take pause toward around 200 DMA, which is placed around currently it is placed around this 12,600 kind of levels. 12,574 is a precise level. So maybe it may take pause in that. Let me take a pause in that area. I'm not denying for that, but maybe once it will cross that level, so maybe sentiment will change further. So this is the way. This is the conclusion for this sectoral index from our side, that sentiment is positive. Crossing about 200 DMA or holding about 200 DMA, it may turn further bullish. But in my opinion, it must or not much, but it may take pause actually around that 200 DMA, because there are reasons actually. So it is structure is still negative, because a lower top lower bottom formation here. Let me move on another chart format, so that would be more clear. So if I take a little bit bigger data, so from here, so see this lower top lower bottom formation, still there is a lower top only, the lower bottom only, still there is no high top formation happened on daily chart, because recent high top is here, actually, that is almost beyond 13,200, 13,500 levels. So I'm not saying structure has changed, but yes, there is a possibility of positivity. So positivity may be there, but just keep watching level of that 12,500, 12,600. That is 200 DMA. Maybe it may take some resistance and some pause. And after pausing after pause of few days and few weeks, maybe it will give once again opportunity to re-enter in this particular sector or particular space. But for time being, I would like to say 200 DMA is a key level to watch. Above that level, it may turn more bullish. Below that level, resistance level, it may remain start consolidating in coming days actually. Okay, so Nifty Bank, Nifty and Pharma. Now I will discuss few sector.
Thank you so much, Juan. So please stop sharing your screen so that I can.
Please share. Stop.
Yeah, it started. So I will be talking about Nifty Reality, Nifty Auto, and Nifty Metal. So let's go one by one. So the chart that you are looking at is of Nifty Reality. So this is the daily chart of Nifty Reality, and we can see that multiple of crest and trough here, and there is a multiple of like top and bottom price formation, like here formation of top then bottom and again lower top and again lower bottom and again lower top, and again we have seen the lower bottom formation here. So this is the daily chart. If you look at the formation, like if we will connect the high of December 6th and we'll connect it with the April 5th of this year and December of last year. So it has already given the breakout with downward sloping uh, breakout level. So actually the mainly the index has witnessed a buying interest from this week. Actually from the past 3 weeks the buying interest has emerged, but if you look at the weekly chart, consecutively 3 weeks of buying interest has really helped the index to move upside. So what we can consider right now is the trend will actually change once the index, because it is actually facing multiple resistance on this black line is 200 DMA on the daily chart. Even on the, if you look at the weekly chart also, this line is 100-week moving average, and here it is placed around 430, 433, and again on the monthly chart also like 441 we can say. So there are multiple resistance as well in this Nifty Reality, but the trend will really change if the index will try to move towards 430 to 440 level. So once this level is achieved and if it is being sustained above that level, then we can consider that bullish trend has emerged. And so far as this so far as the immediate support is concerned, I will consider the 50 DMA, which is placed around 399, and if you look at 21 DMA also, it is placed around 390. So 390 to 400 or 400 to 390 can be the support level for this particular index. Now I will be talking about Nifty Auto. So Nifty Auto from the last 6 months, if I will open here, Nifty Auto. So from the last 6 months, the index was actually it was trading in the sideways only if you look at the monthly chart. But what has happened, the bullish trend has actually started, not bullish trend, but the buying interest has started from the past 3 weeks. But the last week has been actually great for this index, because the buying interest and the percentage gain was actually great compared to these two candles formation that has happened here. So biased is actually, index is actually trading in the sideways from the, as we have even in the last webinar also we have said the same thing, that the index is actually trading in the sideways. But if we can consider this like for the bullish trend to emerge, like the high that it has formed, like 13,539 that it has formed, so we can consider that as if the index is actually trying to move above that level, like 13,500 to 13,600 kind of level, then obviously buying a bullish trend is we can consider that bullish trend has emerged. But as we have told that it may gain or it may achieve in upcoming weeks, because this week has been actually great, as we can see that multiple bullish formation has happened on the daily chart. And if you look at the auto index component, like most of the auto index component, actually they are also trying to rise from their support level, because from the past 2 past weeks also, most of the auto stocks was actually trying to deteriorate, and they actually lean towards their support level. But in the last week, what has happened that most of the auto stocks, like we will discuss when the question will come in the auto component, and that most of the auto component has actually trying to move towards upside, most of the auto stocks. So the immediate support in this auto stock, auto sector is placed around 12,300. And for the bullish trend, I have already told, like 13,400 to 13,500 level is the actually ideal level for the bullish trend to emerge. Now I'll be talking about Nifty Metal. So this is the daily chart of the Nifty Metal. So it is still not out of wood right now. The structure is quite weak by looking at the chart itself. It looks like bounce back only because we have seen multiple, the multiple bottom formation. Like here also it has formed lower top, again the lower top formation here also, and again here it has formed. But here, after hitting the lower here at 5,209, the index has actually tried to show some kind of resilience, and again again 2 weeks of consolidation has happened, and again a bounce back it is showing. So I will say that we'll say that it may move towards 6,000. I am not denying for that, but overall structure is not looking that great and attractive. Overall sentiment in this in this Nifty Metal sector is we can say sideways, or it is like following the phenomena of bounce back. So I think this is from my side. I think some more sector, 2 or 3 sector is still need to be taken care of. So I would like to invite Pawan for taking that sector.
Okay, thank you, Rai. So once again, I am sharing my screen. Please stop sharing your screen so I can.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Yeah.
So 1 minute, let me share my screen first. So yeah. Is it visible screen?
Yeah, it is visible. Nifty Energy, right?
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
So energy is next sector. So see, energy structure has weakened, and mainly because of this Adani, because Adani Enterprise is a part of this energy index. Meanwhile, one thing is very clear that from here, I'm not denying for further bounce back. Maybe bounce back may move it toward 25,000 kind of levels. But it will take some time for more positive acceleration or to turn in bullish trend, structural bullish trend. Because there are a lot of problems, at least from technical side, I would like to say that after analyzing multi-time frame chart, I'm not looking that much good move in this stock, but yes, not denying for bounce back also. Maybe this current ongoing bounce back may move toward 25,000. So like Rai has commented about metal. So same thing I would like to comment for this Nifty Energy also, because biggest component is Reliance. So Reliance is also not doing good. I'm not saying that it may not turn from here. It may turn. Few stocks like NTPC, GAIL, ONGC is comparatively well placed, but major weightage holding stocks like Reliance and Adani Group is not doing good. So that is why, for time being, I would like to comment just only that it is in bounce back mode, and this bounce back mode may move it toward 24,500 or 25,000 kind of level. But we need some more time to review it for further comment. But as such, from mid to long term, it is not looking that much attractive. But yes, may move toward 25,000, not denying for that. So in short, chart structure or chart pattern is a very scattered kind of thing. If you see here, and maybe in coming, it may take few more weeks or months to get settled down, to move further or turn bullish from long-term perspective. So we have neutral view, maybe bounce back to 25,000 after crossing about 25,000, once we will review. But meanwhile, now 25,000 is also almost 7-8% away. So for time being, I would like to say that this bounce back may remain in continuation in coming days, and this bounce back may move toward 24,500, 25,000. But one thing in downside, I would like to give a caution from my side, caution level. That is 22,900 level is a critical level to watch in downside, which is almost 300-400 points away from here. So suppose it will breach this 22,900 level, then once again it will enter into sideways. Maybe this ongoing bounce back may be failed once again. Okay. Now next is IT. So IT did nothing actually from the last 8-9 month perspective, 6-7 month perspective, and in last 1.5 month perspective, there was a clear-cut negative trend. And last 1 week, it is trending in a very tight area. Maybe because of these numbers today, TCS is going to present, tomorrow Infosys is going to. Maybe it will, this sectoral index may take cues from that numbers, Q4 numbers, and afterward we will find some positive or negative directional move in this stock. Otherwise, if you see here, let me draw this range. This range, so it is in this range only from the last few months, almost from month of June, July of last year, 2021. So almost from 8 months, it is in this range. Last time we have given a range of 31,000. So that was the range in upside. It has given breakout above that, but failed out. And once again, it has retested earlier downside level that of almost 26,500, 600 kind of level. So let's see how numbers are going to be happen in that we will find in tomorrow morning. And then if some positivity will happen, then maybe upside one can expect toward 30,000 followed by 31,000, not denying for that. But suppose numbers will not be clear, then of course one can expect a recent this low that is 26,000 kind of level here. But as such, in my opinion, my personal opinion, as such, there is no positivity or negativity kind of situation. Let's see how numbers will be there. Then only we can comment that this is going to move. But suppose, just I would like to give a hint to you people, that suppose there is a good numbers from TCS and Infosys. So maybe next target would be 30,000 followed by 31,000. Otherwise, in downside, maybe first is 26,000. Okay. But overall structure is sideways, still sideways. It may take me a couple of weeks or maybe a few weeks to turn around in upside. But one thing is very clear, downside is very limited. Maybe 4%, 5% downside is there. In upside, suppose it will give breakout about 31,000, so maybe it will turn into bullish trend. But that is long way from here. It will take time, at least 2 weeks. Then next Bazaar Pe Charcha, we will review it once again. Okay. Then till that time, we will find more numbers, more Q4 numbers from different companies like TCS, Infosys, HCL, like that. So picture would be more clear in next Bazaar Pe Charcha. Meanwhile, looking sideways only, just keep watching numbers. Next is FMCG from our side. FMCG, if you see here, so from the last few months, it is trending in sideways only. Like Infosys, like this IT index was consolidating in downside in bottom. Likewise, this FMCG index is consolidating in on top actually, top part of the chart, because it is from the last so many months it is consistently in bullish trend, but is with sideways consolidation. So from here, actually, this level of 46,400 is a critical level to watch. Suppose it will cross and hold 46,400 level, then maybe it will give fresh breakout. But in every webinar, I comment a statement about this FMCG. It has its own pace of going upside or downside. So breakout does not mean that it will give 10% return in a month. Another thing is that it is more associated with this rainfall in rural economy. So rainfall, there is a El Nino effect. There not, but now there is a report of that El Nino effect will not happen in the first half of this year, maybe in second half. So after considering all these factors, in my opinion, it will remain traded in sideways only, but with positive bias. Few stocks are really doing good. ITC is really doing good. Godrej, ITC is really doing good. Hindustan, HUL, Hindustan Unilever is in sideways. So overall sentiment is not that much good or bad, but sentiment is positive from long-term perspective, but it is in consolidation zone. It, in my opinion, it may remain in consolidation zone, but suppose it will give breakout above 46,400 level, then one can expect it is 48,000 kind of levels in coming few weeks actually. So sentiment is like sideways with positive bias. Okay. So we have discussed almost all major sector. Now let's move toward query. So let's start with ITC only. ITC from here. So ITC clear cut in bullish trend from the last 1.5 months. We are consistently commenting positively. Now it is about to give fresh pivot breakout after a couple of months of consolidation. And in my opinion, next target would be 450, 460. And this 450, 460 targets I have given long back in 2020, I think 2022. So in beginning of 2022, that in my opinion, that next in long-term target would be 450 to 460. So suppose as per O'Neill methodology, if it will give breakout, if it is trending near about this pivot level, so it will resume rally. So my next target would be 450 to 460. It is in clear cut bullish trend, trending above all key moving averages. Blue dot RS line, that means its stock is outperforming to sector, stock is outperforming to market. Okay, so everything is positive, good EPS strength, good price strength, bias demand, everything is group rank is also standard 17, which is quite attractive. So positive overall sentiment. Now, let's talk Laurus Lab. So Laurus Lab, today only it has given good move in this Pharma rally. And, in my opinion, it has reclaimed this 50 DMA. I think yes, 50 DMA in today's trading session and closed above it. And in my opinion, you see volume bar here. Volume bar was very attractive, is very attractive on daily chart. So maybe this upside move maybe remain in continuation. Even once upon a time, we were also planning to add, but because of stop loss problem, we have not added. But looking positive, if this bounce back may remain in continuation at least 350, 360 kind of levels. So looking positive actually. Current rate is around today's closing price is around 324. So maybe 350, 60, almost 7-8%, 8% to 10% kind of move may happen in this stock. Looking attractive actually. Another thing is that this number, December quarter number, was very attractive. So overall sentiment, in my opinion, from short-term perspective, is positive. So someone is asking about sugar and banking. The banking, or we have already discussed. Looking positive, looks positive to us. Okay, sugar we will discuss in few minutes. Okay, MHRIL, this Mahindra Life Space, this Mahindra Holidays, sorry, MHRIL. So Mahindra Holidays, positive today also. Meanwhile, as per O'Neill methodology, it is in consolidation zone. But technically, if I draw a trend line here on this base, closing basis at least, so it has given breakout, but it is in consolidation. Suppose it will cross this level also, it will be breakout as per O'Neill methodology also. See the volume bar in last couple of trading session here. So everything is positive. Maybe this positive momentum remain in continuation in coming days also. So positive. Demand is also, the bias demand is also positive here as per methodology. Maybe more upside will be there on this particular stock in coming days. Next is, sorry, there was some problem. Let me share once again. Okay. So, is it visible, na, right?
Yes, it is visible clearly.
Okay.
MHRIL.
MHRIL, we have done. Next one. Can you
Next one,
can you tell me the stock names?
Manappuram Finance.
Manappuram.
Viren is asking about what about Pharma. Pharma, we have already
We have
taken
already
care.
discussed
We
Pharma,
have
looking
discussed.
positive, maybe that there is a resistance. Just keep watching all levels. If you have missed that level, so you can find all the recording of this session on YouTube. You can follow once again over there. Okay. So Manappuram, gold financing company, gold price is at all-time high, and that effect is there. As per one methodology, there is a bottom, the double bottom formation, pivot breakout. So looking positive. Maybe it will remain continuation, upside continuation in coming days only. It is subject to this gold prices, and as such, because of this global uh, the fear of this global tension between China, US, Russia, Ukraine. Another this interest rate rising scenario. Another is that fear of this economical situation across the globe is boosting the sentiment of gold, and because of that, gold prices, the stock is really outperforming in current market scenario from the last 1.5 months. So it may remain continuation in coming days also. So sentiment is looking positive. Volume structure is positive. Chart structure is positive. Maybe it may move further upside in coming days and weeks. Next,
Dr. Reddy.
Dr. Reddy. It has already given pivot breakout. I have already told you that Dr. Reddy is outperforming the sector. So looks positive to us. Maybe it may move further. Let me move on different chart. Yes, this Dr. Reddy. So see, Dr. Reddy, here there was a level. Let me draw a trend line. This was the consolidation area. It has given breakout here, and afterward, it is moving in upward direction. Okay, it is moving in upward direction. Maybe next target would be it may take some resistance around 5,000, 5,100 level. Not denying for that, but sentiment has turned positive. Maybe after some consolidation, it will cross that level also, 5,000, 5,001 level. Then maybe it will be ready to move toward 54,000, 5,400 to 5,500 level. But as there is some resistance in the range of 5,000 to 5,100 level. But sentiment is positive. Next,
LT.
So MSI has already added this stock, and this stock is already trending in uncharted trajectory. If I change this daily chart on high time frame chart, that is weekly chart. So yes, so it is already trending in uncharted trajectory. There is a fresh breakout once again happened after almost 12-14 week of consolidation. Momentum indicators are also showing positivity. So maybe if market will remain, this current ongoing bullish trend of market remain intact, so this stock will remain outperforming. And if you remember from the, if you can go and check our this webinars on YouTube. From the last 6 months in this webinar only, I am consistently commenting about this stock. This particular stock may remain in dark horse spot in this calendar year 2023 and 2024. So to me also it is looking quite attractive, but from long-term perspective, mid to long-term perspective. Okay. Next is
SBI.
So State Bank of India. So banking stocks are doing good. Now this private banking stocks are started accelerating, especially HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank. So sentiment is positive. Even though if I talk about this ICICI, State Bank of India, so there is some negativity. But maybe if overall sector will start doing well, so this stock is also one of the leading stock of the space. So maybe it will also resume this upside. But meanwhile, it is in sideways from short to mid-term perspective. But sentiment is may turn positive once there is a further bullish trend happen in this sector. So from mid to long term perspective, it is positive, no doubt at all. But from short term perspective, short to mid term perspective, it is in some sideways kind of trend. Okay. Otherwise, but if someone is really want to keep this stock in their portfolio from long term perspective, like 2-3 years kind of perspective, so this is good stock to hold in this portfolio. Okay.
Okay, I'm taking some of the stocks.
Okay, please. So I'm stopping my screen.
Okay, yeah.
One question in between. Should we sell when the price touches top of pink bar on bottom of pink bar? Not getting your question to be precise, that's what you want to say. So I can't comment.
I think when you are explaining some of the sector, in that
Mhm.
one you have drawn lines upside and downside, parallel lines, two
Yes.
parallel lines.
No,
Maybe
no.
that he is talking about that.
So
Maybe.
that is I have drawn trend line actually. Trend line, that does not mean that you sell here and buy here, but it is that one way of analyzing the chart actually. That's it. Its implication is just analysis of that is the this trend line, parallel trend line, moving average, indicators. All these are the tool in technical analysis which help us to analyze the chart. It does not mean that you clear cut go for sale and clear cut go clear cut buying for buying level and for selling level. It does not mean that actually. So just it is just tool in the hand of us to analyze the stock more efficiently.
So someone was asking about ABB. So ABB India, here is the chart. So by looking at the chart itself, you can analyze the index was actually trying to give the breakout, cup with handle breakout, but it has not happened. So what has happened? The index has actually trading in a sideways from quite 2 to 3 weeks, I guess. And again after that, it has actually shown bearish trend, not trend, but there is a selling pressure on this stock, and it is actually trading near its 50 DMA now. That is also breached if you look at it. So I don't think that you need to buy the falling stocks. The overall sentiment is not that weak, but it may fall further from here. And what if it is, it may retest its 100 DMA. So the ideal logic will be if the index is in the range of pivot level like 3400, 35 or 38, 30 means 3440. In that range, that would be the ideal point to buy. So it means that if it is breaking above that pivot level, then you may go for this stock. But as of now, I will not say to buy this stock because the trend is not looking that great, and especially the last two trading session, we have seen the selling pressure on this stock.
One more thing that I would like to add that in
Yeah,
my opinion, stock is showing some exhaustion level at higher level, like a failed breakout kind of situation.
failed breakout has
So,
already
so
happened here. Yeah.
failed breakout kind of situation may turn more negative from here. So this is not right time. I'm not saying that it isn't it has turned into downtrend from mid to long term perspective. But for time being, I would suggest to wait and watch in this particular stock. And if someone is really holding this stock, so one can look at least partial profit in this stock. That is also a possibility. Yes. It is.
Yeah. Next one is Vedanta. So Vedanta, this is the chart of Vedanta, daily chart, and the index is continue from past, from here only. After the breakout has happened, a flat base breakout has happened, then it has not sustained that breakout level, and it has actually, we can say that breakout has failed here. And the index is actually, after that, the index has fallen in the consolidation zone. or we can say that it has fallen in the negative territory. And from after hitting its recent low like 261 or 262 level, the index has shown some kind of sideways move, but it is not out of the wood. It is looking negative overall. So I will not say to buy this stock as of now, unless and until if the the stock is actually uh, it, coming in the range of like 303 or 305 price range. So that may be the ideal point to enter there, VDL. Now PFC, I think MarketSmith has already added his stocks one day or yesterday or day before yesterday, and stock is actually looking great, and it has already trading above the pivot level, and the breakout has already happened, like consolidation based breakout. So it is still in the buying range by like 2.5 to 5% is the buying range. So I think that it is looking attractive.
That's
PFC.
Kotak Bank. Right?
Kotak Bank, yeah. Kotak Bank is actually trying to move towards upside, and it has actually moved also after having the multiple bottom formation here. If you look at this, there has been multiple bottom formation, but after hitting the recent low like 1643, the stock has shown resilience, and I think yesterday only there has been a gap of opening here, and still the stock is trading above its 200 DMA. So as of now, as Pawan has already mentioned in when he was taking banking sector, banking is looking attractive now. So yeah, so as of now, the even the Kotak Bank is not looking that weak. It is maybe it is in the verge of giving the breakout, which is almost 8% uh, away from the current level. So 200 DMA or like what I can say stop loss would be around 1800 maybe, or 1790 you may keep as a stop loss, and you can take a call on this Kotak Bank.
PFC, Power Finance Corporation.
And
PFC.
PFC I have already taken.
Acha, acha. Sonata Software.
Sonata. SONATA, Sonata Software. The stock is in the bullish trend already, and it is already trading in the uncharted territory. Overall sentiment is positive. There is no sign of weakness so far when the market has been so volatile, but the stock is actually no, it is trying to move offside. There has been certain sideways move or some small consolidation has happened here from 14th March till till 29th March. So in the March last 2 weeks has been the consolidation phase for this stock, but again it has actually trying to move upside. So overall sentiment in the Sonata software is positive. The stock is looking positive, and there is no sign of weakness. Next.
McDowell, United Spirits.
United Spirit is actually trading in negative territory, and it is trading in a sideways. But आज का जो trading session हुआ, it has reclaimed its 50 DMA and 21 DMA as well together. So I think, but the volume is still, it is not above average. So there is lack of volume, but we need to wait for another 1 or 2 days. If there is more buying interest is there in this, then someone may take a call with the stop loss of 750 around or 748 around.
So I would like to add something quite interesting for
Yeah,
this
please.
particular space actually. Today there was a business update from this Sula, another wine ad company, Sula, just newly listed company in market. So there was a business stock has reacted positively. That numbers were quite attractive. And stock was almost 8 to 10% up in today's trading session only. And that was the impact happened, I think, on this stock also because of that. And stock has gained almost 2.5%. So here maybe stage is set for bounce back, in my opinion, for at least 200 DMA, which is placed around.
It may retest.
Yeah, 830 kind of levels, and that is almost 8-9% away from here. So one can keep watching this stock because then after considering risk reward and everything, it is a good entry point from here. One can keep stop loss around 735 kind of levels, that is 30 rupees away from here. And in upside, 830 kind of levels may be there. So looking attractive for short-term perspective. Not saying that trend will change in this particular stock, but some bounce back may be there in this particular stock also.
Cholamandalam finance or investment?
You can take Chola Finance.
Finance is there, no?
819. Current rate is 819.
So the stock is looking attractive and it is in the positive trend only. And it has already broke out on 6th of April. But after breakout, what has happened from the past 3 days, actually it is trading in the sideways. So that is the alarm, because for the breakout, it needs to sustain above that breakout level. So what I can suggest right now is we need to wait and watch for 1 or 2 trading session. If it is trying to move upside, and if it is trying to move and sustain above that breakout level, then obviously that we can buy it. But if the stock is trying to fall towards its 21 DMA or may retest it 21 DMA, then in that case one need to wait and watch to see how the stock and price action is trying to behave.
Stock is positive, trending in
Yeah, it is
unchanged
positive.
trajectory. So maybe it may give more gain in coming days.
Next
is let's take this Dreamfolks IPO stock.
Fox.
Dreamfolks IPO
Okay,
stock.
Dream.
450 around 449. So I'm taking this actually. So Dreamfolks 449 current rate. It is consolidating about 200. Data is very limited. Data is available, live data. So, but sentiment looks positive at current level. So maybe if someone is looking for this trading purpose, so one can keep stop loss around 428. That is 20 rupees away from here, and one can explore for buying purpose. There is a resistance also in this particular stock in the range of 460 to 465. It will, so once it will cross that 460 to 465 range, then maybe more upside will be there. So after considering risk reward, if someone is interested to take position on upside, can take actually. Next is Arvind. So Arvind, today it has gained almost 8%. And this given breakout or it has retaken actually 200-day moving average in one go. So positivity may be turning. So just keep watching level of 200-day moving average, and that pivot level is also there short-term point of view. That level of 91 rupees. Current rate is, today's closing rate is 96 rupees. 9190 rupees is 91 rupees or 90 rupees is a key level to watch. Suppose it will remain trending above 90 rupees. So maybe more positivity will be there. Next target would be, in my opinion, 100, 102 rupees, and then followed by 110, 112 rupees. So maybe may remain positive in coming days also. Now scenario has been changing in this particular stock technically at least. Kaynes, Kaynes.
Yeah. Kaynes Technology, na?
Kaynes Technology. Only Kaynes IPO stock. It is in sideways. Last week it has given breakout, but now it is showing some failure kind of breakout. So it is once again entered into sideways. So the structure is positive. So just keep watching this particular stock. Structure is positive, but short-term sentiment is sideways kind of thing. Okay.
Next one is
Tata Power. So Tata Power Recently, in last week only, it has given, it has recorded low of 183 level, and it has retraced 83% of entire rally happened from the low of 2020, that is COVID low, to 300. So short to mid-term perspective, it is still like sideways kind of situation. Even if I say this, if I would like to opt a stock from this sector, that is power sector, so Torrent Power is looking quite more attractive in compared to this Tata Power. So I would suggest just start tracking Torrent Power instead of this Tata Power. Tata Power is not looking that much attractive to me at current juncture. But maybe Torrent Power may do well. There is a resistance level in Torrent Power around 550. It will cross, suppose it will cross 550, so maybe some return, positive return will be there in short to mid term perspective in Torrent Power. I would suggest to avoid time being Tata Power. Now Astral.
Astral.
Astral, I would suggest to avoid for time being, actually. Not looking, at least to me, at least is not looking that much attractive. Okay. Next is any idea about Jindal? So see, let's take Jindal. So Jindal, so trend is bullish, structure is bullish. It is almost trending at all-time near to all-time high level. There is a resistance in upside in the range of 175, and in last month it has tried to cross 175, but it has failed, and now it is trending below 175. But overall sentiment is really quite bullish, so maybe once again it will reclaim that level, looking positive. But just keep follow some cautious approach, because stop loss is very deep. Otherwise sentiment is positive, trend is bullish in this particular stock. Suppose two stocks has RS value of 80 and 85. Can you explain in detail what exactly it means? Okay, so let's take some tutorial about that technical analysis. So first of thing, what is RS actually? Relative strength. So RS means relative. See, there are two things actually on this MSI, on this MSI chart. One is this RS line, this relative strength line, and another is ranking 80, 85, 50, 12, whatever it is. So both are different things. That's ranking number, whatever you are saying, that 80, 85, it is our proprietary, actually, O'Neill methodology proprietary numbers that we have designed a format on the basis of that we give ranking. But to understand that ranking number, we have to understand what is the relative strength. So relative strength is nothing but it is a comparative chart versus index actually. So index may be anything. Index may be sectoral index. Index may be Nifty. Index may be Sensex. Index may be Dow Jones. Index may be NSE 500. But here in MSI, we consider for this to design this RS chart, relative strength chart or relative strength line, we take Nifty 50 as a base. Okay. So Nifty 50. So what it suggests actually, so RS chart, RS line is just simply suggests that in this particular, any particular stock, let's take example of ABC Limited. So ABC Limited, RS chart of ABC Limited, if it is growing in upside, there are certain scenarios in which it grows and go downside or sideways. There are scenarios that would be the more detailed discussion that I would not like to go in that particular kind of discussion. But suppose RS line, this relative strength is on growing in upward trajectory. So that means this particular stock ABC Limited is outperforming to Nifty 50 or outperforming to market. Okay. And suppose it is in downward sloping. So this particular, even though the stock is showing good, but on comparative basis, it is not outperforming to market. So this first is this RS is our relative strength chart is used to know that which stock is outperforming and which stock is underperforming. First thing, and that is, and we are following buying only approach. So obviously, we maximum of time we try to remain in outperforming stock side. Okay, so first thing. Another thing is that ranking. So ranking that we have decided on the basis that we have our proprietary methodology on the basis of sector. So suppose we are tracking this financial sector. So overall, this financial sector and overall market, we give some ranking on the basis of the relative strength, chart strength. And on the basis of that strength, we give some ranking like 80, 85, 50, 44, 88. So that ranking is, so obviously if ranking is good, so obviously this RS line is outperforming. Outperforming means not it is stock is outperforming to market, outperforming to sector. So it is like that. So that this is one of the implication of this particular relative strength chart and relative strength ranking. Okay. Technically, both are different things, but one can keep roughly. You can consider if it is growing, so obviously ranking will be also on a quite higher side. Okay. How to draw RS line? So obviously there is a facility available on in various chart actually. Simply is that I told you that any particular stock divided by Nifty, whatever index you would like to compare actually. Suppose if you would like to compare with Nifty 50, so that this particular stock and divided by Nifty 50. Any particular. This is the simple way. You will find lot of material on Google actually. Just Google it like what is relative strength. Or some people say it ratio chart also. Just another synonym of this relative strength chart. Ratio chart. So you can find lot of material, but simply it is a comparison of two chart actually. Any particular chart with index or sectoral index or any particular other sector stock also. Like suppose if you look, if you want to know banking stock, like which one is outperforming among SDFC and ICICI. So they take one base, like just I would like to keep SDFC in numerator and ICICI Bank in denominator. If trend is going, the RS line is going in upward trajectory, so I can say SDFC is outperforming. Otherwise, SDFC is not outperforming to this ICICI Bank. So that is the basic concept between this. So that it is just simply division of two numbers. That's it. And almost all software provide this facility. You will find a lot of literature about this. It is a very good indicator in the history of technical analysis, but it is very less used actually, to be frankly speaking. Okay.
Manappuram has already happened.
Let's take Coforge.
Coforge, no?
Let's take few queries, then we will wrap up this session in next couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Can you discuss
So
it?
this is the daily chart. Okay. You are taking it?
No, you please take.
Okay. So this is the daily chart of Coforge, and the stock is actually tried to move upside, and actually the buying interest has seen from the March 29th onwards. And but again, from the, if you look at the past four trading sessions, the stock is trading in the sideways. And Pawan has already mentioned that earning is on this card. Like we will see that the TCS earnings followed by Infosys also. So I think right now we need to focus on the numbers, because the number will impact these stocks as well. So, and if you look, if I just ignore that and just looking at the chart, so I think it is trading in the sideways. And if you want to take a call on this, I think 4120 to 4125 would be the buying range, because once the stock is reclaimed, it's reclaiming its 50 DMA and being sustainable of that, then one can take a call on it. But our session would be to focus on the number and just wait for one week, and just we look at the how the IT stocks are performing.
Monday, maybe the picture would be more clear on Monday.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday.
Considering all these numbers actually.
Yeah.
Now let's take few couple of queries.
Any good stocks under ₹50 for long term?
So see, return is always calculated on the basis of amount invested, not on the basis of what price of stock we have bought or buying.
Yeah.
So don't be confused with below 50 or after 50. Maybe 50 वाला 100 बड़ी मुश्किल से होगा, but maybe 5,000 वाला Bajaj Finance 20,000 शायद हो जाए. I'm not saying it will happen, but I'm just giving an example. So what I would like to say, that don't focus on value of stock, individual stock, that 50 rupees or 500 rupees or 5,000 rupees. Because return is always calculated on money invested, not on the value of stock. Okay. So suppose if you are investing 50 rupees
1
stock
lakh.
and 100 stock with 5,000 rupees,
Mm.
and it has gained 10%, so 5,000 ka 5,500 hoga. But at the same time, suppose if you have invested this 5,000 rupees stock Bajaj Finance, and it has also gained 1,000 rupees, 5,000 to 6,000, so that is 20% return.
20%.
So the return is always calculated on the amount invested, not on the number of stocks. Okay, just keep
Value of the stock, yeah.
So
So I
let's
think
take last query of this session. Then
which
we will
one?
let's take Bajaj Consumer.
Bajaj Consumer. Okay.
Okay.
So, but okay, you want to take it?
No, please.
So Bajaj Consumer, this is the daily chart of Bajaj Consumer, and almost after rallied after the formation of this rally trend that has happened from this duration, we can just look at my pointer where I am trying to show. But from here onwards, like from the 9th December onwards, the stock has started deteriorating. Then again, it got support near this 200 DMA. Again, there has been rise. Then after this sideways move, the stock has actually deteriorated and it has actually entered in the negative territory. So still it is not out of wood. It is still trading in the negative territory and with negative bias only. So I would not suggest to buy this stock at this point of time, unless and until the stock is actually trying to reclaim some of the long-term moving averages. And yeah, so as of now, I will not say to take in your portfolio.
Okay. So I think we tried to discuss maximum number of queries. So let's wrap up